Creating a form based on a table is one of the easiest things you can do in Access. Simply select a table and click the Form button. However, there are a few extra steps you can take to make your forms even better. This form was automatically created from the Orders table. It's already usable, but it could stand a couple of improvements. First of all, since the order ID is automatically generated by Access, we don't need to see it on the form. Second, this form is using the field names from the Orders table as labels, but they don't look very clean here. Third, it would be easier to use the form if we had some larger buttons than these little ones down at the bottom. Finally, this form logo looks pretty generic, so we should replace it with a custom one. Right now, we're in Form View, the view we'd use to create new records with the form. To make changes to the form itself, we need to switch into Design View by clicking this button. The first thing we want to do is get rid of the primary key field. It doesn't give us any useful information, and each record will still get a unique number even if the field doesn't appear here. To delete the field, click it and press Delete on the keyboard. That got rid of the field, but it left a space. As you can see, this form is based on a grid. We've deleted a field from the grid, but Access thinks we may want to add something else in this spot. Since we don't, we can get rid of this row by pressing Delete again. Next, let's change the field labels. This part is pretty easy. All we have to do is double-click one of the labels, delete the old label, and type in a new one. Now we're going to add a button to the form that lets us create a new record. It will do the same thing as this button down here, but it'll be much larger and easier to see. We can't just put the button anywhere, though. We have to place it into the grid. We'll start by adding a new blank row to the bottom. Select the bottom row, then in the Arrange tab, click Insert Below. This adds a new row to the grid. The new row is a little smaller than we'd like, so let's expand it by dragging the bottom edge down. Let's add our button to this cell here. On the Design tab, choose the Button control and then click the cell where we'd like the button to appear. This launches a wizard where we can customize our button. First, we choose what we want the button to do. We want this button to add a new record, so we'll open the Record Operations category and click Add New Record. This next screen lets us choose whether we want a picture or text on our button. Let's go with the picture. The last screen lets us set a custom name for the button, but this is an optional step. Click Finish. Clicking this button doesn't do anything in Design View, but if we switch back to Form View, we can use it to add a new record to the database. As a finishing touch, let's change this logo. Back in Design View, go to the Design tab and click the Logo button. Now we can navigate to the image we'd like to use and click OK. In this video, we've learned how to delete fields from a form, change labels, add a button, and change the logo. Taking the time to improve and format your forms usually pays off in the long run by making it easier for you and others to enter data into your tables.